In this tutorial, we are going to finish off the base for your useless box. So in this case, this time around, we're going to actually add a hole for a switch here. Okay, so I'm going to click on the surface as usual, go back to 3D model here, create 2D sketch, and then do the center rectangle, and we'll just put it up here. It doesn't really matter the size as usual. Dimension it right away, and we're going to come across here to here, and we're going to set this dimension as, let's use, I don't know, 0.2. Okay, so there's our dimension there. Let's dimension the top. This has to be 0.16. Okay, and then this distance here, we're going to leave that one at 0.35. That's enough for your switch, for the switch to go back and forth in. Okay, next we're going to add the circles, and for the screw holes, so we're going to put that in, and that dimension, we're going to dimension this guy, and it is going to be what is it going to be? 0.15 for the screw to drop through. And then what we'll do is we'll distance it from the center to the center here. I know that that distance is going to be 0.3. Okay, and then what we're going to do is create the line, which is of course to mirror across. So I'm going to right mouse click there, hit OK. So there's a line, it is in there somewhere. And dimension, oops, sorry, not dimension. We're going to pattern, and from pattern we're going to take the circle. We're going to go with a mirror line, which happens to be right there, and apply it. You can see the holes are done, and there we go. Okay, so we got all the dimensions in done, the circles were in done, and we're going to click on OK or finish sketch. And then as usual, go to extrude. From extrude, extrude the different parts, the 3 parts, and extrude to next, and you can see it automatically hollows it out or cuts it. Click on OK, and there we go. Okay, so the last bit now is simply on the underside. What we're going to do is we're going to chamfer each hole so that when the screw goes in, it actually recesses inside so that it doesn't scratch a table. So we're going to come up to here, and for some reason it doesn't say chamfer on here, but it's there. So there's my chamfer, and I'm just going to click on the hole, and I want to make sure your distance here should be set to 0.05. Okay, so there's my 0.05. Oops, I got out of it. So I'm just going to go back into that one, and I'm just going to go around, and what I'm going to do is chamfer each one of these. And you can see how I've got them all done. And then let's move this here, that guy there, and I click on apply, and then I'm done. Okay, and you can see now that I've got all the holes. Yeah, those are a little close, but that's okay. It's not going to be affected. Okay, if I actually go from the bottom flat, you can see that there's just enough space there. Okay, so that finishes off the base for the useless box, and by now you should be having a pretty good understanding of how to actually work with Autodesk Inventor. So this concludes this tutorial, and we're going to be on to making the box or the case for it this time, not the base. Okay, that's it.